The story of Buddha and the relentless monk, a tale of hard work and determination. Once, in the serene forests of ancient India, where the great Buddha taught his disciples the path to enlightenment, there lived a young monk who was determined to attain the ultimate truth. This monk, though earnest in his practice, was often frustrated by the slow progress he seemed to make. Despite years of meditation, discipline, and study, he felt no closer to enlightenment than when he had first begun. One day, consumed by his frustration, the monk approached the Buddha with a heavy heart. He bowed deeply and said, "Master, I have followed your teachings with all my heart. I meditate for hours each day. I live a life of simplicity and virtue, yet I feel as if I am getting nowhere. I watch my fellow monks achieve peace and insight, but I remain stuck. What am I doing wrong?" The Buddha looked at the monk with compassion and replied, "Come, let us walk together." The two walked silently for a while, the monk pondering the weight of his question and the Buddha observing the nature around them. As they walked, they came upon a dry riverbed. The earth was cracked and parched, but in the center, there was a small stone, polished smooth. The Buddha stopped and picked up the stone, holding it out to the monk. "Do you see this stone?" Buddha asked. "It has been worn smooth by the constant flow of water over countless years. Though the water is soft and the stone is hard, the stone is eventually shaped and polished by the persistence of the water. Just as the water never stops flowing, so too must you persist in your practice, no matter how difficult or slow your progress may seem." The monk looked at the stone, understanding dawning in his eyes. "But Master," he said, "what if the water had given up after a short time? Would the stone have ever been shaped?" "Exactly," the Buddha responded with a gentle smile. "The water's strength lies not in its force, but in its persistence. In the same way, your practice does not require you to force enlightenment to happen. Instead, it requires you to continue with determination and patience, allowing your mind to be gradually shaped by your efforts." The monk nodded, absorbing the Buddha's words, but there was still a lingering doubt in his heart. "Master," he said, "what if I am never able to achieve enlightenment, no matter how hard I work?" The Buddha paused, looking deeply into the monk's eyes. "It is not the goal that defines your journey, but the journey that defines you. Every step you take, every effort you make, brings you closer to understanding, even if you cannot see it now. The work you do today and the struggles you endure, they are all part of your path to wisdom. Do not be discouraged by the pace of your progress, for every drop of effort, like a drop of water, contributes to the shaping of your mind and spirit." He then told the monk a story. Once there was a farmer who wanted to fill a well in his field. The well was deep and dry, and the task seemed impossible. But every day, the farmer would carry buckets of water from the river to pour into the well. It took years, and many told him to give up, that his efforts were in vain. But the farmer persisted day after day, year after year. And eventually, the water in the well rose, and it overflowed, providing water not just for the farmer's field, but for the entire village. The farmer's determination had turned a barren well into a source of life. The monk, hearing this, felt a renewed sense of purpose. He realized his efforts were not in vain, even if the results were not immediately visible. He understood that the path to enlightenment was not a sprint, but a marathon, a journey that required unyielding commitment, hard work, and the patience to let the results unfold in their own time. From that day forward, the monk returned to his practice with a heart full of determination and a mind at peace with the pace of his progress. He no longer compared himself to others or worried about how long it would take to achieve enlightenment. Instead, he focused on each moment, each breath, and each step on his path. Years later, through his relentless effort and unwavering determination. The monk achieved a profound insight, a deep understanding of the nature of existence that brought him closer to the enlightenment he had sought for so long. His hard work not only shaped his mind, but also revealed the truth that the Buddha had always taught. Persistence, patience, and determination are the keys to unlocking the deepest mysteries of life. The monk's story spread throughout the land, inspiring countless others to persevere in their journeys, no matter the obstacles they faced. And the monk, now a teacher himself, passed on the lesson he had learned from the Buddha, that true success is not in reaching the end of the path, but in the courage and determination to keep walking it, step by step, day by day.